Hi, Joe Freeman, Mike Richman of the Oregonian and OregonLive. One day after postponing their game against the Detroit Pistons because of weather-related concerns, the Blazers ended up playing Sunday night here at the Moda Center, and unfortunately they suffered one of their more heartbreaking losses of the season. 125-124 in double overtime. It was a really fun game to watch and a really tough loss for the Blazers and their fans. They were up 10 in the third quarter, seemingly had control of the game, but in similar fashion to last year against the same team, they gave it up, suffered one of their more painful losses of the season. CJ McCollum hit big shot after big shot after big shot, including a three that forced overtime and another three that forced double overtime, but he could not hit the biggest shot of the game, elbow jumper with about 4 seconds left that would have given them a victory. It fell short, and so did the Blazers' chances of continuing this must-win stretch here in January.
Yeah, to even get to the point where CJ could carry them, he had 14 of his 35 points in the overtime sessions. Allen Crabbe had to have a career night. 17 in the second quarter. He only missed one shot during that stretch, 7 of 8. Finished with 30 points, a career high. And he was huge. He had a huge three in the end of the fourth quarter to kind of get the first rally that the Blazers needed after they blew that lead. And he played well again in overtime. But this was just a game where the last team basically with the ball was going to win. The Blazers were the last team with the ball. They got a shot that they absolutely wanted. It just didn't go in. Damian Lillard said, when I saw CJ McCollum get to that spot, I said, it's cash. CJ said he'd take that shot 9 times out of 10. This might have been the 10th time.
Yeah, surprisingly, despite how bad of a loss it wasn't like a morbid or overly morbid post-game locker room. A lot of guys got out of there in a hurry. But other than that, it wasn't. I've seen a more depressed team, if you will. But there was a sense of, at least from Damian Lillard, that he is encouraged by, he thinks the team is playing better over their last 5 or 6 games, and I guess the results speak to that. I think they're 500 over their last 6 games or something of that nature. So, but you know, at this point it's really hard to tell with this team. Are they as bad as they've played? Are they making strides? One day it seems one thing, one day it seems the other. I think if not for the incredible late season run they had last year, we would all think this team was toast, but as it sits, they're still very much in contention for the 8th playoff spot. So if they can play better, as Damian says, they still have a legitimate chance to make the playoffs, no question. But it's going to take better defense than we've seen, and I don't know if this team has that. So I guess we'll just hold our breaths and wait. They go to Los Angeles tomorrow.
Yeah, if they're going to turn the corner, we don't really know what that turn looks like yet. Maybe we'll find out. They play the Lakers team that's only 2 games behind them in the playoff race, so suddenly sort of an important one tomorrow, and then after that they're back here to play the Cleveland Cavaliers, your reigning NBA champions. We'll talk to you after that one.